Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the Christian Talk Show where we talk about the church, music, movies, social media, and a whole lot more. My name is Cliff, and this is Big Dre. What's up, man?
What's up, baby? And what's up, neighbors? I could have held that one longer too, but I was like, we ain't gonna give them too much, brother. I'm gonna come in here and give you just a solid 10 seconds one day, just a straight neighbors.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I can do it right now. You want me to do it right now?
Like the Arsenio Hall announcer back in the
day? Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that. Okay. Arsenio Hall. Yo, you just made a connection for me.
All right, okay.
Because I used to, every time that show came on, I timed it up because I wanted to hold it as long as the Arsenio Hall guy. Sometimes I got it and sometimes I didn't. But in those moments where I was able to hold it as long as the intro, the hype man, I knew that I was in my zone. You know what I'm saying? Like that was I was extra happy on that day. That's all I know. That's all I know. So now that you mentioned it, I'm going to go back, watch Arsenio Hall clip on the YouTube, see exactly how long he was holding his, and then I'm going to get my game up. I'm going to get my neighbor's game up.
You're not a spring chicken no more. Don't be upset with yourself. I'm just saying. We not as young as we used to.
Wow.
Sometimes you get to a point, you get to an age where you ask your body to do something that you think your body can do, and your body's like, nah, player. Yo, you ain't there no more.
I'm just talking about holding out. Yo, he said my lung capacity ain't what it used to be. I'm not out here smoking. Like
I'm just saying, hey, okay.
Yo,
I'm just trying to give you fair warning.
This is what's happening already today. This is the type of day that it is going to be, my brother.
That's all. Well, what's up to all the neighbors out there? Thank you for hanging with us today, neighbors. I'm gonna drop the old church cliche because this show, our intention is not to be before you long.
That's not the.
But what you can do, you can share if you like, do something, because this show was going to be a little different from the shows that we normally do. This will be more of, I guess, TTY and unscripted, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, we coming off a vacation too, player. You know what I'm saying? Y'all coming off vacation. We coming off vacation. First of all, sending a shout out to the families of those who have lost somebody. Memorial Day is real. Memorial Day sometimes is depending upon where you're at and who you're related to and what your experience is. People don't even realize that. No, it is not just another function or a reason to go for a cookout. Like there is some real things behind it. Yeah. And my uncle, who served in the Army, he actually put up a very touching tribute to one of his brothers that he actually lost during training. And so it was interesting. I never asked him about his experiences, and so it was interesting to read from him. And so, but yeah, to all those who experience loss through somebody.
And Memorial Day is not the day where we honor the living veterans.
Right.
I know people get that confused, but
right.
It's the day we honor the ones who gave their life.
Right. And so
we're no longer with us.
That's an important thing as well. And so to all of you who have had someone who has made that sacrifice or been impacted by that, we thank you and them for your sacrifices. But I didn't mean to take us down that path.
Sorry. Did you see Vice President Harris, because it's an unscripted show, you see Vice President Harris caught some flack because Friday, I think it was Friday, Friday or Saturday, she tweeted, "Enjoy your long weekend."
You see,
which wasn't. Okay. I mean, it wasn't like horrible, but
here's the thing.
Go ahead.
That's a tough thing because you have to seem someone relatable, and for a lot of people, that's what this is. Because some people, if we're to be honest,
it's
some
just
people
a weekend off.
And they don't mess with the military like that. And they're actively anti-military in many ways, and especially U.S. military. And so it's an interesting thing. And so you're going to win it. You're going to lose no matter which way you go there.
But of course, our opposition, which is very pro-military, used that to just jumped down her back.
Jumped on that joint quick. Well, I can't. I honestly can't even be mad at him. That's a no-win situation.
It probably wasn't. It probably wasn't the best choice, given the political climate and everything. Wasn't the best choice of words, but we all make mistakes. And
I bet you. I wonder when the last time she actually touched her keyboard to send out a tweet was. I guarantee you that was an intern or some social media specialist they hired for this. And I wonder when the last time she actually sent out a tweet was. Oh yeah, there's no way, because all those are actually, you can put those into the records. Like those belong in the Library of Congress after everything is done. Unlike the predecessor, there's no way in all heck I'm letting somebody. I'm not touching my own stuff.
It's interesting. You're right, because the POTUS and the VP Twitter accounts are like part of the public record.
Yep.
But President Trump, he kept tweeting from his own account.
Right.
So I wonder if that is part of the record as well.
And that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Because part of the things were when he got his account suspended, there hadn't been any rulings on anything yet as far as whether or not he's going to be that his
the National Archives. Thank you, Paris, for the correct terminology. National Archives. Thank
you, Paris. Yes. And so they haven't deleted they didn't delete all his records. They just suspended his account, which is a whole. This is definitely telecom nerd talk we're getting into right now. We need to get off this.
Yeah, but you had something else you wanted to talk about. Right.
Which one did I want to talk about?
You said you had some stuff you wanted to get off your chest.
Brother, I got so much to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, outside is opening back up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm taking advantage of it. I'm Big Vax over here. Big V's in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's the sign for all Big Vax people. You know,
okay.
Put me on your chest. I'm out here. Me and my wife, we took a little dip down to New Jersey, you know what I'm saying? Just to say hello. We wanted to touch the city, wanted to see the people. Actually, no, we didn't do any of that. We really just literally went to Piscataway, New Jersey, because that's one of the closest dine-in theaters that we love going to movies. That's literally it.
So y'all drove all the way to Piscataway for dining?
Literally did that. We did it before.
There's no dine-in between the State College and Piscataway?
I don't know, but we just want to get the heck away from where we were.
Well, it's Philly closer. Yeah, you could have got. Is Philly closer? How long a drive was it?
I'm about to say something ignorant.
Well, outside of Philly, not.
I'm about to say, okay.
It's a very nice one outside of Philly.
Well, you, if it's KOP, I can do that maybe next time. But anyway, I'm over in Jersey, right?
Okay.
First of all, friggin' Jersey, Jersey, never gonna live there. Anytime you gotta, I know, I was ready for this heat. Let me bring all this heat.
Okay.
Anytime you gotta go right to turn left. Still pisses me off to this day. I don't know if I'm not saying that word on this show. Still makes me upset to this day. You got to go right to come back left.
Are you talking about going around the on the like Jesus that Lord. On the highway type roads?
Yes. Just let me take the left-hand turn. And let me tell you this. I don't want nobody else touching my credit card at the little gas pump. No, let me pump my own darn gas. And then you have an obligation. You feel obligated to give old boy the tip.
No, nobody tips them.
Yo, I feel obligated to give somebody a tip. My man got a tip from somebody right in front of us. He walked with a $5. He walked away with a $5. We weren't giving him a $5 on the tip. He definitely wasn't catching that. Oh. But he got a 1 or a 2 or a 3. But he got some singles, a little change. But yeah, man, quit touching my car. Just let me pump my own gas.
Nobody in New Jersey ever. No native New Jerseyan ever tipped the gas guy.
Okay. Well, I can't help but y'all cheat. I don't know what to say.
We're not cheating. It's their job. It's like, do you tip the grocery store clerk for scanning your groceries?
No, I do not tip the grocery store.
Some jobs are not tippable jobs.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna put this out here. I probably shouldn't even say this because I don't need my job or anything. I can't ask other black people when it comes to tipping because y'all notorious just for not tipping folks. So I'm gonna have to ask some other people. I'm gonna have to ask the other people. Tip? You a tipping?
You don't tip the gas attendant.
Soldier boy voice. Don't tip the gas attendant anyway. And so we got over all that. Gotta go left to go right. Y'all don't care nothing about y'all highways and y'all byways and y'all streets. Lord have mercy. I need my axles and my wheels, for crying out loud. That's a whole different thing. Secondly, let me get into it. Philly's a whole different beast.
Okay.
He was about to go to Philly. And you was about Philly is its own beast sitting over there in the lower.
No, you gonna act like Philly is not part of Pennsylvania.
Philly is his own beast sitting in his own corner of Pennsylvania. Because I saw where your mind was going.
Yes.
Let me hit this. So they just dropped their restrictions for their mask restrictions on like the Friday we got down there. It was like the 28th or something. Mm-hmm. I think that's the 28th. Yeah, on Friday. They just dropped their mask. And so I wasn't paying attention. Me and my wife, I still got my mask on. She still got her mask on. People looking at us like we different for having masks on. Let me talk about this real quick. People, I'm looking into the camera. People, let me talk to you. As we are making these transitions from mask to no mask or whatever protocols there were to no protocols, we need to give people grace, people. Don't be looking at me crazy if I got my mask on. Here's the thing. Some of y'all are lying. I'm going to touch upon this real quick. Some of y'all are lying. These protocols that are being lifted are set into place for those people who are fully vaccinated. Let me talk about fully vaccinated. That is 2 weeks after you have either received your second shot, if you were getting 2 doses, or 2 weeks after the 1 shot, if you were getting that Johnson & Johnson, which you was really getting. Johnson & Johnson is like the value city of COVID vaccines. I'm going to just put that out there. It's the Kmart of COVID vaccines. I said it. Y'all don't have to choose whatever. Take it with you. I'm feeling spicy today. This is a bad TTYN right here. This is what we call toxic TTYN. Because I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Y'all got the Kmart version.
You back in Johnson.
You got the Kmart version. Take it with you anyway. And so some of y'all are lying because I know. Let me tell you this: your little auntie, your little cousin, whoever who went and got the first shot and they never had to ride back for that second shot. You're not fully vaccinated. Stop that. I know a lot of y'all jokers say I don't hear ain't fully vaccinated, but y'all taking all the protocols and the prestige that come with the fully vaccinated. I sat for my 2 shots. You can sit for yours. That's all I'm gonna say. And then if I want to wear my mask, guess what? There are entire cultures of people, billions of folks who have been wearing masks previous to COVID for years. Why? Because they are all walking around Penn State's campus. I know this for a fact. And guess what? Previous to this mask mandate, they was already rocking masks. So if some folks want to continue to rock the mask, rock your mask. It's okay. But you're not going to look at me crazy if I walk up in your spot and I got my mask on. That's what I'm going to say right there. Let me get that off my chest. Yeah, no mask shaming. No mask shaming. The same way I'm not going to ask you to show me your actual 2-shot card that some of y'all buying bootleg. Let me cover this real quick. If y'all spending any type of money for bootleg vaccine cards, I don't even know what to do with you as a people. I don't.
There's a bootleg market for vaccines.
There's a bootleg. Talk to neighbors. Talk to me. Neighbors, talk to me. There's a market for bootleg vaccination cards. I saw prices running $250 and up, but all I know is there's a market for it. But that's all I'm saying, man. There's still too much happening. Yes. Can I get Natalie on the screen real quick? Natalie's last comment. And my the last one. Her last comment.
Oh, okay.
And she says, and my response to folks.
The screen refuses to refresh.
Okay, sorry. And she says, and my response to folks asking why I'm vaccinated and still wearing a mask, minding your business is still free. Mind your business. Yes. Now Mac went a bit far, but I can't say he's off. If you buy the bootleg COVID card, your feet stink and you don't love Jesus. I'm not going to question your love of Jesus. I may question your hygiene if you buying bootleg COVID cards. Like these things are like charging $250 and up. Like it's ridiculous. I can't do this today.
$250 and up. It's
Like
just a car.
$250. It's like I know.
Can't you just make one?
Hey man, let's talk about that real quick. All the thought and the processing that went into his vaccinations and these cards and everything. These cars look fake as all get back. This wasn't some notebook paper they done got down from the Office Depot and printed on both sides. I know people who can get that printed up real quick for you, player. And that's the problem with these smart kids with this Adobe Photoshop, and then they're going to bootleg them all, and they're going to sell them just like fake IDs because the time is coming you're going to have your card. Anyway, so there's a lot happening in these streets, a lot going on. I got more to talk about, but I'm going to let you go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead.
I got more because the streets is opening up.
Uh-huh.
The streets is opening up, and it's just too much happening. Hey, let me talk to some of y'all real quick. Some of y'all, you need to remember how to drive. It's like y'all been off the road for a year and a half, and you have lost your ever-loving minds about how to drive. Hey, pause yourselves. Pause yourselves. Because y'all doing too much in these streets. And some of y'all are making moves that are well above the level of the quality car that you are driving. Yes, I'm going to put that out there. Some of the most ignorant and reckless cats be driving the most boboest of cars and just want to hop in front of me in my lane. And want to and then want to skirt. Like y'all, some of y'all are ridiculous. I'm telling you right. I'm telling you now. If listen to me. Listen, come here closer. Come here closer. Let me get a. Can I get a one shot? Just really quick.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Let me get a one shot. I want to say this
more anyway.
I want to say this real quickly. If your front fender doesn't match the rest of your car color-wise, or you put a different fender from a different year car on there, you need to get the heck away from me on the streets. Stay away from me. Maybe you should stay your entire car off the streets. I don't need you on the streets, and you need to remember how to drive. I can tell you don't care about the car already. Don't be near me on the streets. I'm trying to get a few more years, or maybe just a year out this car till I get some of the December sales events, and I get the new one with the push button. But don't come near me. You're gonna mess up my trade-in value. All right, brother. I'm good. I just can't. The people out here losing their gosh darn minds out here in these streets. Let me tell you something else.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something else. And this is a me thing. I'm talking to me on this one. I realized that my wardrobe has fallen all the way apart during the COVID. Like I don't have no shorts. Like I'm looking at.
You're not ready to be outside?
No. Guess what I have? I have the finest sweatpants collection this side of the Mississippi. My sweatpant collection is sweet. I don't got nothing built for outside right now. There's not a gym short. I've been hitting the gym. I got those shorts. I don't got nothing else. I'm in trouble. I got good house shoes. I don't got no sneakers that's ready for these streets.
I just had to buy some today.
Yo, I'm out of control. This whole thing is out of control. And some of y'all need to look at your wardrobe too. Because I see you. Speaking of wardrobe, Monique stepped in it this week. Monique the comedian.
Yeah, what did she say? I didn't even see exactly what she said. I just kept seeing Monique in my feed.
Monique made the mistake of saying something out loud that other people were saying quietly. I'm not going to say whether or not I agree with Monique, because guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to cancel me today. But Monique said, she was talking to the ladies. She's like, babies, beautiful babies. I see y'all out here in the airport. You got your bonnet on. You got your scarf on. You got your pajamas on. You got slippers on. When did we stop respecting ourselves and how we appear in public, babies? And let me tell you what, honey, she hit the wrong note. That was not the one.
You can't mess with a black woman in her bonnet.
I do remember. I do. let me touch upon this. Let me touch upon. I'm gonna get in complete trouble for this. I do remember one of the first times I ever got to hang out with my brother-in-law. I love him to death. Lex, what up, baby? He's from North Carolina, and he's a genteel gentleman. He got a certain way he handles himself. The play is smooth. Like I aspire to be him in many ways.
Okay.
He came up north, and he was with my sister-in-law, and my wife and I, and they were going somewhere. We were all four going somewhere, and they were going to leave the house in their scars. And so it was cool, but then they proceed to get ready to step outside the vehicle. And he goes and looks at them and said, "You gonna get out the car like that?" But he said it with the southern accent, and it was hilarious. And I was like, ooh. I just stopped breathing because I knew. I was like, this was not the one. This was not the one. And so maybe they don't do it in the South. I don't know. Or maybe that's just his fashion levels away. Because my brother is stylish. My brother is stylish.
Okay.
But I knew from that moment forward, you don't ask no black woman about her bonnet.
How long had they been married at the time?
It was new. It was still new. Yeah,
that's part of it.
It was still new.
You knew y'all know better.
They weren't married at the time quite yet.
Oh, see,
yeah. It was so.
You don't know no better.
Yo, you see, this is what I can't handle as well. Can I get Donna Abdullah on the screen? See, this is the problem here. We can't attack Monique. Donna says Monique with a full fade on her legs and in a quote unquote open marriage, not about to tell me how to rock my black womanness. Guess what, sis? I'm not about to tell you either. You rock your black womanness. Go ahead and do it. One thing I have learned during this, like I told y'all before, during these Rona times, is these students don't give a darn and rolled into every Zoom with a fresh bonnet on.
Yes.
And let me touch upon this, ladies. Yes. I am going to say this, ladies. Ladies, some of y'all need to invest in new bonnets. Some of y'all bonnets have seen better days. If you're going to step outside with your bonnet on, at least respect the level of bonnet that you on. If the plastic is untucked from the elastic and I can see up inside the bonnet, time to let that one go. Time to let that one go. I don't care what kind of sentimental value got to you. The bonnets ain't that expensive, baby. Time to let that one go.
I wanna hear from the neighbors. Neighbors, is there any fashion thing that you got an issue with? Like Dre mentioned the bonnets.
Whoa!
Like Dre mentioned
Monique. Did not mention
Dre mentioned Monique mentioned.
Why you out here trying to set me up for failure?
I'm sorry, Dre mentioning Monique.
What's wrong with you?
Dre mentioning Monique.
Mentioned the bonnets. Yeah, Monique said that.
Monique said that. Is there any fashion thing that you think is out of pocket or people shouldn't do is wrong? I have an issue with and my sons like to do this. I hate when they do it. Slides and socks.
Hey,
like when you going somewhere, not just like outside on the porch. I mean, like you going to the store with slides and socks. I got a problem with that.
Let me talk about this, man, because these young boys nowadays, man, these young boys. I'm gonna touch upon something else too, along the feet wear line. I'm gonna get there. These young boys nowadays, these slides and socks. Let me tell you though, these young boys be out here spending good money on these slides, and they will go buy a fresh pair of socks to rock their slides and socks.
Yes, but not my kids. But go ahead. Not my kids. But
it's hit me to the point now where I now see they're coordinating outfits with this. It's like they knew their sock game had to be on point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, is it white socks? Is it black socks? Am I going to go with the gray socks? Do I have a different color sock? What am I going to go with? And so if your junk, if it doesn't look worn at the toe, if I can't see none of your nails, if your junk is crispy, it doesn't look faded, I'm gonna have to let you rock. Let me tell you, I hated this. I hated this at first, but the young boys have been doing it so much, and they have invested money into it that I'm gonna just have to let them rock with it.
Now, this may sound sexist.
Here we go. Okay,
because Joyce says she's guilty of wearing slides and socks. I don't have an issue with the woman doing it. It's just the guy. Maybe because it's my own sons that try to do it. I got no issues with women want to wear slides.
You know what I do?
I don't know why. but a guy with slides and socks on, like outside, like if you're going like handling your business around town with slides and socks, then we got an issue.
No,
you
man.
just on your porch or something, just hanging out.
Put Gary's last 2 comments on the screen. Gary's last 2 comments on the screen.
Okay.
He says, he says, I definitely throw on some good socks with my elite slides. Let me tell you, I actually know Gary. Gary's a fashionable dude. And so I know he's serious. And then if you go down to, right underneath that, Gary says, my luxury slides deserve luxury socks. I'm telling you, these young boys take it seriously. And it's a whole thing. Gary ain't even that young.
Here's the second comment.
Yep, luxury slides deserve luxury socks. It's a thing. They're so serious about this. Now,
and that's something, luxury slides will never be part of my repertoire.
And let me
I'm not gonna buy luxury slides, but I can get them for like $10.
When I saw they were producing slides that have the air pockets in them, Nike Air slides,
stop. That's too much.
I said we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot.
That's too much.
But I am guilty of this though, because my wife likes clogs. I hate clogs, but guess what I bought her?
Some clogs.
Some Adidas shell toe clogs.
Okay.
Yo, she loves Adidas shell toes.
Okay.
I saw Adidas was making the clogs in the form of the shell toe. Boom, I went and got to them bad boys, and she rocks them. She definitely rocks them. And
I got no issues with clogs.
I can't even back. You know what I do have an issue with? You know what? Let me pull back before. No, let me hit you with the big one now.
Okay.
Let me hit you with the big one now. I think I touched upon this already. Did I touch upon my disdain, my utter disdain and disgust?
Disdain for?
Jesus, I blanked this that quick. The things on your feet that got the holes in them.
The Crocs?
Did I touch upon Crocs already?
Yeah, you said Crocs. Yeah, that's how we got here.
Still hate Crocs. I still absolutely hate Crocs.
Okay.
Like, no, the Crocs are different from clogs. Because the Crocs, they done pimp that thing out nowadays. Now it's a whole fashion statement. Now they got clogs. They got accessories for your clogs. Your Crocs, I mean. They got everything. They have Crocs with fur lining. If that ain't the stupidest, most backwards, most ignorant type of and
I can't do it.
I can't even say what I want to say on the air right now because I remember where we at. These so-and-sos is out here buying this stuff and pimping it hard. Because it's the problem. Let me talk to my people of color. Because it's really not just black people, too. I see black people, I see brown people, I see all types of people. Our people of color will sit out here and make something fashionable. And y'all so-and-sos have made Crocs from service industry to fashionable to the point where there are actually now side hustles where I guess they're called jewels or something.
People are bringing out Crocs?
Yes, they're putting different things in Crocs. They're producing them and they put them in their Crocs. They express their personal fashion. You spell out messages, you put your name in them. They got different pairs. The pairs be selling out. Yo, you see, let me put Mac on the screen. Put Mac on the screen. Mac's last comment. Mac says, I got a pair I wear around the house. They are comfortable.
I got no issues. I've never worn them. I got no issues with people who do, though.
Mac, I 100% support you in your wearing of those Crocs around your house. So, but you can call me the Monica footwear. Because when I see these people wearing these suckers outside the house and pimping them hard, too, it's once again, they're coordinating them with outfits. They are coordinating these Crocs with outfits. And it's a whole thing. And this is something here that I did not know. Can you get this last comment on the screen for me from Kristen? Mm-hmm. White people at Disney been doing that to their Crocs for over a decade. I had a student really put me on game that this is evidently a culture that has existed of Crocs, and our white brothers and sisters have been going hard. It's particularly around Disney. And this is the second person I've heard talk about Disney and Crocs and white folks.
Just like there's a whole underground like sneaker decoration market. There's a whole
underground for this. I'm telling you, I've seen Divine Nine jewels on Crocs before, like celebrating their Greekdom.
People love their Crocs, man.
Wakanda. I've seen Black Lives Matter, Jules. I've seen all types of stuff. Black people, we will make anything and just take it and flip it. And if we just sometimes we do too much, and I just can't mess with the Crocs. And give me Devin Jackson on the screen.
Okay.
Devin said it, I didn't, but I'm not gonna say I disagree with it. Devin Jackson says, I feel like when people wear them, their feet automatically stink.
Oh, that's horrible. That's
But I
horrible.
might get a pair and I'll have mine on. Yo, yes.
That's horrible.
And for all
It's not like that.
yes. And let me say this again. I'm gonna touch upon this. Some of y'all have been wearing your slides, or some of you culturally call them chancletas, or your flip-flops. Some people even call them flip-flaps. Okay, yes, thank you. That's the name. It's called gibbets. Gibbets is what they're called.
What are gibbets?
That's what the thing where you put it on your put the comment on this. The last thing.
No,
Gibbet-
I see what he wrote, but what the person wrote, what are
gibbets. Yes, that's what they're called. They call them gibbets.
Croc, like
For
decorated Crocs?
the croc things. It's a whole subculture, my brother. People are out here making money. But I'm just saying, let me tell y'all, this is once again through COVID time, y'all been wearing the comfortable shoes, which was usually some of y'all had the good chancletas, some of y'all had the good like little flip flops. I heard the term. I hate the term flip flops. I heard people call flip flops before. That makes me think of breakfast. But guess what? Some of y'all junks are worn. Some of y'all are worn to the nub, and they just dirty. And let me tell you something. I'm judging people.
Okay.
When y'all be out here and some of y'all be getting extra comfortable and y'all just take your little flip flop off and just have it on the ground and just have your foot in the air. If I can see dirt on the inside of your flip flop, you're dirty. You're dirty. I've judged you and I'm judging you. You're dirty. You need, like, who is that? Mary Magdalene to wash you with the hair and the feet on
Yes.
yes. We'll get somebody wash the feet. Wash the feet.
I'll be pulling out alabaster boxes.
Alabaster, thank you. That's what it was. I was thinking CC Winans in my head, and I didn't know why CC kept popping in my head.
Oh,
But yes, I can't. I just, some of y'all.
why has no one ever created a line of foot care called Alabaster?
It probably exists. We just don't know.
Maybe
But
it does.
why are you giving away IP? Like that's it. Why are you giving away intellect? Why are you giving away jewels? And we could have used that for something.
Sorry,
Yo, we out here could have made money. Yo, that was terrible.
it came from here first. It's recorded, so
No,
poor man's
too
copyright.
late.
It's recorded on the internet.
That's
Poor
is that
man's
even a
copyright.
real law? Is that even a real law? Anyway, I got so much more to say. But I'm gonna let you go.
What else you got? What else you?
Brother? I have a rant. I think this has all been rants, but I've been wanting to save and hold on
You
to this
have a
rant.
rant, as if the first 5 words.
I got a rant, but
Okay.
I don't want to hurt. I don't know how to say it without hurting nobody's feelings.
Feel it.
Let me back up. I'm gonna back
Okay.
up 2 steps. Hey, listen. Everybody listen.
Here you go.
As we are, thank you, brother. As we are moving back into outside, some of y'all have forgotten how to act. Just common decency and sense. Y'all are losing your gosh darn minds. We are not a sports podcast, but we are a couple games into the NBA playoffs. And y'all people going to these lane games losing your gosh darn minds. Throwing food and drink on these grown 6 foot plus, 200-pound plus men because y'all think you're safe. Let me tell you this. If they get into their stands, I hope they whoop the brakes off of you. And let me touch upon this as well. For you idiots who are out here, some dummy threw a whole box of popcorn on Russell Westbrook as he walked back to the locker room. Hey, dummy. You know how much that popcorn costs? A box of popcorn at the game, that's going to run you about $10. Why are you wasting on Russell Westbrook? Explain that to me. Secondly, somebody just the other night or 2 nights ago let a bottle of water from a game fly at Kyrie Irving. Guess what? You know how much a bottle of water costs at a basketball game? That's probably $5. You probably pay more for that water than you did for the soda. Why are you wasting it? What's your hatred so much that you feel the need to do that? There's so much going on.
He's just not making good economic sense.
There's so much going on.
One day somebody's going to throw something.
Yes.
And then some player's relative or friend will be in the stands already and be ready for all the smoke.
Yep.
And just go and deck somebody because you do something at my cousin who's playing or my brother or somebody who's playing, and you don't worry about the player doing something to you because their family member in the stands will handle that.
Let me say this, and you said exactly what I thought, and this is what I've been meaning to say. I don't encourage violence, but I do say this. If it was me, these gentlemen keep circles of people around them for this. They keep one in the tuck for this. You and possibly one of your homies would have an encounter with one of my homies. And because I'm too rich, I can't afford to beat your face off and then go to jail. But guess what? I got Lil Pookie who would do it for me. And as long as I run him about $25K and promise to pay his lawyer fees, it's going to be okay. So guess what? Keep on being bold in the stands if you want to. Somebody going to run you that fade. And you're not going to even know where it's coming from. So, hey, try Jesus. Don't try my crew.
And a bunch of neighbors are mentioning Malice at the Palace. Yeah, we know that's already happened.
Yep.
But these fans are still getting out of pocket.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Try Jesus. Don't try me. You know why? Because my crew has hands. And they're going to put them paws on you. And it's going to happen. So keep on playing if you want to. Brother, do you have anything? I got some more.
You got some more?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's your turn. I ain't got nothing pressing.
It's your turn. Go ahead. Do you have anything on your heart?
There's nothing. Well, I mean,
okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
Nothing in this mood. But so go ahead.
Let me touch upon some things. Okay. Music wise, I'm gonna take us on a hard left.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard the song with Lil Baby, Kirk Franklin, done by Just Blaze. It was on one of the babies. It may have been the baby, it may have been Lil Baby, it may have been Baby. I don't know which baby it was. His baby, or baby, my baby. Somebody's baby.
That's the song on the
it's on somebody's
Space Jam soundtrack.
Yeah,
right?
Space Jam soundtrack.
I heard the 10-second clip that Kirk Franklin posted. That's about it.
Can you please put wait till Natalie to your screen refreshes and please put Natalie James's up there.
The song is
yes. Let me break it down. The beat, the soundtrack, the track is fire. Just Blaze is one of my favorite producers of all time. I love everything he does. His drums is fire. You can tell he went and got a real band in there. That having been said, Lil Baby can go sit his behind back in Babyland. If you would have put Lecrae on that track, or just Lecrae, anybody else, you could have gave me a better track.
Okay, so the song is bad, or just Lil Baby's part is bad?
Just Lil Baby. Well, he's spitting everything. He's doing all the spitting. Like I hated his lyrics.
Then what's Kirk Franklin? Is Kirk Franklin just being Kirk Franklin?
He being Kirk Franklin. He's talking
introductions.
Yeah, he doing what he does. You know, he's Kirk.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But baby could have taken that crap somewhere else.
I have not heard the song, and I heard the 10 seconds Kirk Franklin put.
When the track comes in, I was like, oh my god, Just Blaze and yo, Just Blaze is the man, son. I would put Just Blaze up at just about any verses out there. I put him up against that's controversial. Only people who are gonna be Just Blaze is Timbaland and Pharrell out of hip hop heads. I'm not talking R&B people. I'm not talking R&B. Just Blaze don't do it.
As far as producing.
Yes. But the beat is just
so according to neighbors, it's a dope beat, but Just Blaze, but Baby is not.
Baby's trash on it. Baby was trash on it.
Okay.
Like he's just okay. All right, Derek James, my bad. Nah, man. I'll put Just Blaze up against a Kanye. I prefer Just Blaze.
Scott Storch.
And he had Just Blaze got a lot of tracks people don't know about. I'll put Scott Storch.
Is that what we call it, Timberland and Swiss Beats now, Switzerland?
Yo, I've seen a couple autocorrects tonight. By the way, Swiss Beats is also in my top 5 producers. My number one producer overall is Pharrell. Just period. Period. My number 2.
Pharrell by himself or Pharrell and Chad?
Pharrell.
This by himself.
Well, I can't say I don't care because I think it's totally different sounds. Pharrell by himself is just utter fire to me. I love Pharrell. I love what he does. I love everything he touches.
Okay.
Somebody said Jazzy Face. Stop that, Kristen. Stop that. You out here playing. Kanye beating Just Blaze. Here's the thing: if you're going just off the track, because Kanye had connections. Why are we getting down this? I'm not gonna go down this road on this show.
Jones. The papers are pulling out the legends.
Okay.
Don't forget about legends.
Paris, you are showing your age, brother. Paris is our age. So no, Paris. No, that's not what I'm talking about on this hip hop beats. No. Oh man. He had a hot summer and a half. We have gotten completely off track here. But yeah, the beat is fire.
Okay.
It's just he just needed completely. I think Lecrae, because Lecrae is actually better than a lot of your favorite rapper. He could have bodied that beat. I just didn't need no auto tunes on the beat. Like, anyway, don't give me. Yo, Jazzy Faye Productions. Yo, there's so much happening in the comments right now. They're not even listening to me right now.
So are you? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
All right. So before I forget, I want to let the neighbors know that this is going to be our last show for about a month, right? And we taking a month break.
Yes.
How long? Okay.
At least.
So right now we anticipate on being back probably around July 6th, which is Tuesday, July 6th.
Well, that's post 4th of July. Like, let me see. Let me check.
Okay, July 13th.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk off the air. We should probably not do this in
But it's probably gonna be another month before we back.
Yo, people say what? Hey, let me tell y'all something. I'm tired. Cliff is good. Cliff can go every week. He loves it. Like, I love it. I love being with y'all. I like my Tuesdays back. Honestly, this is being this hype. If I had to give you a peek behind the scenes, before I come on here, I am sleepy. Because it is 9 o'clock, my body is generally literally shutting down by this point. And I have to you can ask my wife. I gotta hype myself back up to come on here. Because I'll be tired, man. I'll be tired. So we were with y'all all through the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? But we figured,
happy.
Yo, there's a lot happening on here. And remember, we ain't getting paid for none of this. Like, this is nobody's
not happy. What the haberdasher need
what's going on here? Like,
if I will say, if something like crazy happens, I'll jump on, and if you can,
yeah.
I'll pull neighbor guests on or somebody else on.
Oh, something wild happens. We'll find this. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. You may see my face paper. You know what I need you to do? Follow us at TTYN on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Because every now and then I'm gonna just pop up with a hot take that I'll feel the need to get out there to the people. You know what I'm saying? But for a little while, it just gives us a little time off. Jesus paid it all. When I say nobody's paying us, Jesus paid. This is why you can't talk with church folk about money. Go
take your rest.
Yeah,
Anthony talking like we passing away.
I appreciate
it. Take your rest.
Take your rest, please.
Well done, good and faithful servant.
Yo, and plus some of y'all.
Yes, if Kirk smacked somebody, we getting definitely.
Yes, and let me tell y'all this. Some of y'all are going to be in the streets this summer. I love the neighbors. I love the neighborhood. I know how some of y'all roll. Some of y'all may not even be here on a random Tuesday. And we have noticed the numbers have been going down ever since outside started to open back up. We were hitting around a strong 20 there at the height of COVID. Now we down to around a strong 13.
But the last two shows we've been we hit 20 today. The last two shows we've been,
and we appreciate. Where are you seeing a counter at that I don't see?
I'm seeing it in StreamYard because StreamYard is counting Facebook and YouTube.
I don't never have access to that. You be seeing
it's on the screen. It's just on the screen. Like
where at?
You can't. It's the screen. The window where you see me and you right above that. At least on my side, right above that is the count.
I'll never be having that. Anyway, yo, I know Gary. Yes, Gary was honest. Put Gary's comment on the screen. Yeah, look, Gary was 100% honest. I'm definitely answering the streets call in July. Some of y'all ready?
It's gonna be something crazy. I hate this. I hate to say it. Something crazy is gonna happen when people start going outside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Miami lost their minds this weekend. They're just going to continue to lose. Them. Hey, I know we've been making dry jokes. I've been talking nonstop for about 45 minutes now. Let me be honest, be serious for a second. Please be careful. I do need the neighbors. I need everybody out there. Even if you are falling under the sound of my voice, we'll need to chop this up at some point, so we can put this as a small clip out there on our socials.
Do the PSA.
Yeah, I'm being serious. Please be careful, man, because like folks is out, and some of y'all, like, you don't know what a year and a half in isolation has done to some people, and as we are seeing, some people have lost it all, and
Don't
they lost
go out
it.
there and dishonor God.
Yeah, man. Like, just be careful, man. Just be smart, and don't do extra. Don't do extra, and wash your nasty feet. I want y'all to go in your closet right now, and if your little slides or your Crocs, the part where the bottom of your foot is meeting the bottom of that Croc or that slide or that chancleta, guess what? Your feet are dirty. If there's dirt on that, then you dirty. So wash your feet.
All right, so since we mentioned something crazy, so something kind of crazy did happen this week. It depends on how big of a scale you want to consider it. So Paula White, after the caller of African Angels.
She's back. Right? What did Paula give us?
Well, her husband, her ex-husband, Bishop Randy White, on his Facebook page, this post appeared. And it said, for 10 years, I have watched people listen to her lies. This was the night she begged me to tell people we were getting a divorce. I said no, but her mind was made up. She sent 10 men to my house and told me how wrong I was for divorcing her. I said, men, you are talking to the wrong person. I wanted to stay married. But when she had at least 5 multiple affairs to all married men, she needed another way out. I can tell you now that 80% of what she has said, preached, and wrote about isn't even close to the truth. I know the whole truth because I had to live it. Want more? Let me know. #betrayal, #Paula White lies.
Oh.
Yes. Well, I will say, I want to get this out there before we go further. Randy. Now, Bishop White has said that he was hacked and he did not write this. Okay. But wait, I'm just gonna put out the facts. And
okay.
He has said that he did not write this, that someone got into his account, someone had access to his account and put this in there. But if you look, I don't know if you can see it up here, right up here, where my mouse is, it says 21 hours. So that means this post was up for 21 hours by the time I screen grabbed it.
Right.
So if you did not write it, why has it been up there 21 hours? Which was what my initial thought was. Well, according to Bishop White and his people, he does not have access. He did not have access to this account. Like, he didn't know how to get in there and delete it. The account with his name on it. Believe what you will, but that's what he's saying. I don't even know if it's still up there right now or not. It's probably down by now. But yeah. So somebody who used to be a member of their staff, or maybe still is a member of his staff, got into his account and decided to fire off this bit of information about Pastor Paula and Bishop Randy.
Man, Randy was in his cups enjoying the finest VSOP, and he decided to fire some stuff off. Randy had the special Jamaican white rum on deck that night. He was out there mixing getting the fixed drinks. That brother, no, he had the white Hennessy on deck that night. And he said, you know what? I'm going to tell my truth on tonight. Outside is opening back up. He wanted to unburden himself. And that's what that brother did.
Brother Randy woke up and chose violence on that day.
He chose all the violence. And here's the thing. If you're Paula, what do you say? You just got to take this one. Like, this brother, like, what do you, like, that was fire he just spit right there. Like, maybe she gonna call her African Angels in again, and that's
I don't know. So who can help her now?
I don't. That's all. But she's mad. She should be. I don't know. She should be mad. Hey, if she ain't did it, she ain't do it, and that's all she can say. But yeah, that was a lot.
That was a lot. But believe what you will, and you know,
that was a lot right there.
That was a lot.
That brother had fire, man. Hey, man, what else you got for us, player?
So this is a serious thing.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a
Okay.
serious.
Let me
What you
calm
think
down.
about Naomi Osaka?
Yo, you see, if you come out on the wrong side of this, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna
Why?
fight you.
Why do you think I would come out on the wrong side?
I don't know, because if you out here supporting Roland Garros, I'm gonna fight
No.
you. Okay. Because I believe. Okay, go ahead and explain what happened.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, tennis star
Naomi Osaka.
Naomi, yeah, I've heard
Naomi
people pronounce
Osaka.
it Naomi, but
No.
Naomi Osaka, she withdrew from the French Open, citing mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health challenges. And so initially, the reason why what happened was part of her obligation, part of every tennis player's obligation is you have to do sessions with the media. She said she did not want to do it. And later she revealed that she didn't want to do it because of mental health concerns, because it's not good for her mental health. So after a lot of back and forth, she just decided basically, I'm just going to drop out and God bless you, do what you want. I'm going to sit this tournament out. And so now it's a whole issue of mental health in professional sports.
She came out, I think it was like a week beforehand, or really close beforehand. She's like, yo, in order to maintain my mental health, I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to be at these media availabilities. People got upset about that. Roland Garros got upset about that. And so what they did was when she actually didn't show up, they fined her $15,000. They fined her $15,000 and then threatened her and said, we're going to continue to find you. If you don't respond appropriately, we will elevate this to possibly removing you from the contest. So they threatened to kick her out already. That's off the top. And then they said they had collaborated with the other Grand Slam tournaments, the biggest tournaments in tennis, which is her job, and said that there could be possible repercussions there additionally. So they also went and ganged up with some other folks and said, hey, if you don't talk to us, you might not be able to mess with them either. And so we're going to start affecting your money. And so it was like, whoa. And she said, and so she's already dealing with mental health issues. And she expressed in a really well-written statement what was going on with her. She said, guess what? This is too much of a distraction away from the tennis and everything that's going on. I'm going to just pull out. I'm going to just drop out. I am 100% on board with her and what she did. And what a lot of these people don't like. And I train people who are going to go be in the media. That's what we do. I love it. God bless them. But one of the things people have to realize is these young people nowadays can take their time, or people of any age can decide to use their own platforms to express what they want to express. And therefore, they don't need you at these little press conferences afterwards. And so they're doing you a favor by showing up, and they are reclaiming their time. They're reclaiming their power.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of, I guess, different sides to this. I think the media is an important factor in professional sports.
Right.
And so if you want your sport to have, I think your sport is what it is because of the media. So she has benefited. Every professional athlete, if you're making money, you have benefited from the media's impact or influence on your sport. So I can understand why there's the rule to have that obligation to deal with the media. The tough thing is now, where does tennis go from here?
Right.
As far as athletes, if they do institute some type of policy regarding mental health, you can make the argument where if I don't have to do something and I can cite mental health issues, but I am still allowed to compete in the tournament, that provides a level of imbalance in the playing field. Because if I'm supposed to go against you in a tennis match and you don't have to deal with media obligations and I do, that's another thing that I have to deal with that you don't. So now you have an advantage because you can just focus on the match. I have to focus on the match and dealing with the media as well. So I'm not sure how they're going to handle this to make it fair and balanced. I don't think there's going to be a rule where no one has to do media at all. And but mental health is not like a broken leg. I can see a broken leg. I can tell if you can walk or not. I don't know. If you tell me you have mental health challenges, I can't say no, you're not, because I can't see it.
And part of the problem is this is not a zero-sum situation. People are making the assumption that either she has to speak or she doesn't. What they really ran into here is what you saw a major organization think they could bully someone into the position that they wanted to. And she just said, bump y'all, I'll go home. And they weren't ready for that. That was the ultimate checkmate move they weren't ready for, because what they really could have done is strategically take the time to find out because people get paid good money for this. There are people in this organization, the PR folks, the public relations folks should have taken the time, the media relations folks should have taken the time to say, hey, okay, what can we do? Can we present you with the written questions? Can we have one person reading the questions off to you so you still have the opportunity to answer it? She has stated very clearly that ever since she won the U.S. Open in 2018, she went through a large bout of depression after that. She has anxiety. She doesn't deal with the media attention well. If you ever seen her in front of a camera, she's not comfortable there. Anybody who watches her knows that.
Yeah.
So she's not making that up. And so they had this zero-sum policy of you do what we say or you can't play. She said deuces, and they got mad. That was their miscalculation.
And in their defense, though, she dropped this on the mid-tournament.
She said it before the tournament started. It was a couple days before the tournament started, but she said before the tournament started, I will not be showing up. She said it before her first round match.
Okay, but right before the first round match, like she didn't give them much lead time to deal with it.
Right, and that's what some people are mad about. She didn't give them, but you're a professional. There are media relations professionals. They could have figured out a way to deal with it.
But I mean, she's a professional also.
And
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
she has expressed how this is not going to work for her. And if you want the number 2 ranked person to still be comfortable to play at your event, you figure out how to make it work, unless you think you're big enough and bad enough just to tell her to show up. They thought that, and they took an L.
Well, did they though?
Yeah.
They took a PRL.
You want the number 2. Who's the number 1 ranked person in the world right now in tennis?
I don't even know.
You know who Naomi Osaka, though.
Yeah, but...
And that's the thing. They need the eyes. It's tennis. Nobody gives a crap about tennis. But they need the eyes, period.
Yeah, I understand that. But I don't think she gave them the most ideal opportunity to deal with this.
She's admitted that. She's admitted that, and I can concur with you on that.
Yeah, so she has admitted that. I think on her end, she could have done a little better, and giving them a heads up about this. Even before, it wasn't weeks before. Like you knew months ago, years ago, you were going to do this tournament this day. And I'm not saying that. I don't mean to undermine her condition or her challenges, but
exactly, we don't know what the flare-up was. We don't know what the situation was, and so
the organization has to be able. You gotta let the organization. You gotta give them some kind of grace,
right?
And I'm not saying you gotta give them months ahead of time, but right before the tournament is not the most ideal time. Where they failed specifically, the organization, is the language they use in their response. Yeah,
and how they tried to bully her.
Yeah,
and it just didn't work.
But did they? I don't remember. Did they know the full? Well, did she say immediately it was mental health concerns?
She said it before the tournament started.
Okay.
Yeah, and they like, and then when she didn't show up, and they also sent out a petty tweet about they got the assignment, and they showed other players who showed up and did the actual media obligations, and they were comparing them to her indirectly. They subtweeted her. But yeah.
So if Serena wins, this is going to be an issue, but people are going to put this on the back burner.
If Serena wins.
Yes,
100%. And Roland Garros needs that.
If Serena, yeah.
But guess what? anybody else, literally anybody else.
Or
It has
Coco
to
Golf.
be Serena or Coco.
Golf.
It has to be Serena or Coco.
Yeah. If just
Those are only two.
Yeah. If just somebody else wins, it's not.
Everybody else is going to continue to be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else, Naomi will be the story of this tournament. Yeah.
It's going to be the story moving forward so the way they address this set up a problem for the remaining organizations who handle the Grand Slam events, because now they got to handle this. Like, okay, they messed this up. How are y'all going to handle it? And so it was a bad look. They tried to flex and it wasn't a good look.
Yeah, Coco hasn't been doing well, but she did win her first round.
Yeah.
So we shall see. All right, we intended on being here for a few minutes, and we've been here an hour.
All right, brother. Well, I just want to say thank you to the people. Hey, y'all been rocking with us hard. We rock with y'all through some tough times, through this pandemic time, and we appreciate y'all to the fullest. We're gonna take some time to Dr. T, Cliff, the EP, myself. We're gonna take some time to recharge, and we're gonna be back rocking with y'all, and it's going to continue to be fun times. We got plenty of old clips up there. You know how to find our stuff. For those of you who are recent joinees, go see how crazy and unpolished we were before we found StreamYard and everything else, and see how far the journey has come.
We did his best. Take it all in love. We did
it all in love.
We did what we could. What we have. Want to thank all the neighbors for hanging with us. We do this show every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on Facebook and YouTube. Except we won't be doing the show until sometime July 13th, around that time. Yeah. But you go to turntaleneighbor.com for all the ways you can watch on demand. You can also watch old episodes if you want. Like, if you want to watch like the OG episodes, you go to YouTube and Facebook. Watch some of the early days of TTYN. You can go to turntaleneighbor.com for the podcast and links to all the ways you can watch the show on demand. All right. You good? You got anything else you need to get off here?
I'm gonna save this one. I got one.
You got one you're gonna save for a month from now.
I'm gonna save it. Okay. Oh no, this one ages well. Okay. Because it's something that continues to happen repeatedly.
All right. Well, just know that Dre has a rant that's gonna be marinated for about a month or so.
And so y'all better get your lives right. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, so I'm not gonna let y'all get your life right. First of all, let me shout out Black Santa Gang. I see y'all still in the building. If I can't get that, jeez, I can't never point to the thing, right?
It's
anyway,
right.
Just over there.
Yeah.
Black Santa Gang, y'all take care of yourselves. Be blessed, yo. And I do mean that sincerely. Please be safe. As y'all do what y'all do this summer.
Yeah, something's gonna pop off this summer, unfortunately.
Yeah, man. Just
somebody's gonna do something dumb.
Yeah, be smart.
Somebody. All right, y'all. We will see y'all in about a month or so, unless something crazy happens. But until then, take care and be blessed. Peace.